Hello, and welcome to another episode of this Transport Fever 2 stream series. You're hanging here today with Nico Fox, and we are going to pick up where we left off last time. Roughly where we left off last time anyway. And see what we can do here in this map. We can see I went ahead and did some visual updates off stream and just made things look nice and pretty in some of these stations. Alright, and there's a similar visual update over at the tools factory here. You can take a look at that. Just got some detailing on the kind of like platform area here, and got some cars in the yard. And I did also add this little refueling area, servicing area for the locomotives. Alright, and another thing is I did let our coffers build up a bit here, so we have some money now to go and expand the transport business. We'll take a look around today and see what we can do. One of the things I'm thinking is it might be nice to add one more of these ships, because it looks like every once in a while we're getting a quarter where we don't make any profit. So I'm thinking that it would be quite nice to have a little bit more consistent profit. And now is probably the time to do it. So let's grab line and copy one of these ships. And as such, we will also need to ramp up some of this these land-based routes. Looks like this one is actually doing just fine. Has a throughput of 87, whereas our ships look like they only have a throughput of 64. So it looks like we are right where we need to be there. And we'll have to keep watch on this one. We may need to increase the throughput to Clifton or to Yeswich, but right now it's looking like we're pretty much where we want to be. In fact, we may even have a few too many vehicles here headed to Clifton. And one thing I forgot to mention as we were getting started there is that I do have a playlist with all of the videos in this series on my channel, and you can find that once this hits replay. There will be a link in the upper right hand corner that you'll see now. Also thinking of doing a little bit more consistent scheduling and doing TPF2 Tuesdays to get some nice alliteration in there. So, no promises just yet, but do be looking for more Transport Fever on Tuesdays going forward. Let's see, what can we do here? Looking around, trying to see if there's maybe another business we can start up, or maybe more deliveries we can do for an existing business. I think last time I noticed some opportunity for fueling, but as I'm looking at this, it looks a bit tough because everything, like the payments are based on, you know, distance as the crow flies, so point to point, but that doesn't take into account when there is a mountain in the way and having to go all the way around, perhaps on a road or with rail or something. And tunnels would be quite expensive, especially ones as long as we would need to bore to get through here. I think the narrowest part is right about here. You can see what we could do though. Let's say we were to do it as a road tunnel. What would that look like? We're looking at pretty much all of the money we have right now. Certainly it's doable, but not preferable by any means. We have a different tunnel type here. Looks actually quite nice. And there's no tunnel, which... How does that cost so little? That can't be right. What? Oh, that's just kind of gross. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that just yet. Else needs tools. Ah, Fire Rapids need tools. There's iron ore here. But it looks like coal is not available over here. In fact, it looks like the nearest coal is over here. Nearest coal mine. And that would be a bit of a trek to get it around. What consumes paper? I think it's goods. Yeah. Which also consume plastic. We could look into perhaps transporting some oil and getting some plastic going, some plastic operations going here. There's an oil refinery here. See, what else have we got here? So I could do like these oil wells, ship them over to this refinery, and then ship them back along this route. Maybe do some sort of pass through here, and come out over into this area and deliver them to this fuel refinery, or rather the chemical plant. I could do that. I think, just taking a look in here, and I think that was, yeah, that was that boat ship that we bought. That is what is dragging our profitability down right now. I think things are going okay over here. Got a little bit of a buildup of tools here at this station. I will at some point have to detail the Mooville station. But I also think I want to expand it at some point, so for now it's just going to be a bit light on details. Ooh, we've got some backup here. Let's see what our throughputs are. Let's see, tools to Mooville, we are shipping 81 per unit of time. I'm assuming this is actually quarters, even though it says annual. And how about on the road? We're shipping 63. So let's double up some here. See how that changes things. It looks like that might have even been a little bit too optimistic there. But yeah, we're overflowing on this station right now. We've got a pretty well supplied town here. Like we're getting a little bit of noise from the train to the surrounding houses. That's perhaps not too bad. And looks like we are also generating some post. We could perhaps pick that up and transport it to the sorting facility over here. There's also some need for post here, delivering it to these residential buildings. There's really just, like, if there was a way to, well, there's obviously a way to do it, but if these towns were connected, that would be quite nice. Click back in. You know what? I could maybe use a road too. That might help. That route is very expensive, so that's gonna be a no-go. Although again, for some reason, tearing down an entire mountain is not very expensive. I feel like that is not the way it's supposed to be. Let me take a look again at this route over here. See what using a slightly cheaper road would do. Yeah, it honestly brings the cost down a little bit, I think. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it's not super significant. Yeah, that is close to all that we have right now. That would be nice, but I'm just not sure it's worth it at this point. What else can we do? Maybe try shipping some construction materials here to town. That's really far though. Do a train for that. Although, if we were going to do that, it would probably be better to have the route here doing this oil delivery that we could utilize for that, because that would be coming from Far Rapids. We could just ship some over across the bridge here, and then pick them up and ship them on their way. Oh, something I'm noticing here that might be a little bit easier to do. We've got some oil sands here. We could ship over to the fuel refinery. And then from there, we could have a ship take it up a river to Nowich and deliver it to the industry here. You know what though? I think it might be. I want to look estimate. That's right. I might actually want to get some public transit going here. Speaking of public transit, let's check in coach. Does look like we've got some folks waiting on either end, but that's not a bad thing. See what our land use is like. We've got a residential building here. Wondering if what was traffic? I think it's pretty good overall. Cool to see we do have some post getting shipped here. Although it looks almost like it's furniture or something. But I think that's just the cargo model that they're using for that. I'm kind of thinking that it might be nice to see some public transit in here. Excuse me while I eat some dinner. Not exactly time period accurate. I actually like to place the roadway here. The ideal. Haven't really played around with this one yet. I see that's for the street. You can get a halt through there. Well, pop. You can also, looks like we can put stops on the road here too. Oh, that's an extra one off to the side. And we could do something like that. I guess it doesn't give you an option for whether you want the cant area or not. look here and tracks. There's no parameters on these, but it looks like there's also no cemetery. Oh, the underpasses, then the compact tunnel entry. Interesting. Oh, I see the floor down there. Changes when we select that option. And then wall pattern. I'm gonna update that, looks like. Yeah. Very interesting. Well, I'm guessing that it's not giving me any parameters for this yet, because none of the trams yet have capability for being electric, I guess. So maybe it would be best just to start this as a road operation first. We can take a look at. Looks like we do have the steam bus, but it is also pretty loud. At least it's louder than the stagecoach. Which does look like these trucks are passing right through. Right, trucks, I mean. You know, horses and carriage are passing right through the residential areas here. I see. I've set the maintenance to high, so that should help with that. This is flipping a little bit. Pliers, yeah. Start setting up some here. And let's grab that. This is always, can't really see what it's covering in that view. I find a bit annoying, a little problematic. Oh man. That building would go and get built right as I'm thinking of demolishing this road. I was kind of thinking that I might like to have this, instead of having this jump here, go right from corner to corner. Oh, well, we've kind of got the money for that. That. Oh, is that that's actually a wider road? Road? Or it's just not narrow. Yeah, let's do that. Get the building. And then I think I'll have things. I can hit play again. I'll have two. Let's do one side. Don't want to have here. Maybe it should stop back here. A good place for it to stop. Yeah, let's do that. We can do one just across here. And yeah, let's just have it do the perimeter here. I'm gonna stop there. And that stop is covering, honestly, that stop's covering most of the town by itself. But just to get people moving around here, maybe we could put one more over here. Seems alright. So, fun fact, having bus stops on the other side of the intersection actually speeds up the flow of public transit. I don't know if that's actually the way it works in the game, but that is the way that it works IRL. And that's mostly because that allows the bus, or the, I suppose, stagecoach in this case, to pass through the intersection before the light may turn red or whatever, as opposed to stopping before it and then likely getting stopped at the light. Although this is 1871, I guess, predates the stoplight, so not much to worry about right now. But just a little fun fact about public transit. Alright, let's go ahead and set up a line for these. Okay, we'll start at this one. We'll head around this way like so. Picking up whoever might be there, taking them around. Alright, this is going to be passenger local. And it is, I think this is the Nowich side. And it's road. What color should we make it? Haven't done like a green yet. Maybe. I don't know. Greens are kind of hit or miss. Maybe something like that. That's a pretty nice color. I like that. I think it goes pretty well with the orangish color we got going on here too. All right. Let's get some vehicles for that. By some, I mean one. We're going to start small here. Let's make sure we got the maintenance to reduce the impact that we're having on the communities here. Looking at the other side of the river here now. And I'm thinking coming up this diagonal road here would be pretty nice. So I do see the town is kind of building its way out this way. I could also connect these and have it do like a round loop. I think that's going to be okay for right now. Leave it as it is. I think what I'm looking at here. Oh, I didn't notice that this took a bit of a zigzag there. Oh, we've got this truck stop in here. I could the other side to be passenger depot. Might not be too bad of an idea. Oh, we've got somebody waiting here. I'm noticing that it does make a bit of a turn through here. I think I would actually prefer it to go a long way around. I'll go ahead and put up a waypoint for that. Right. Out here, add that waypoint in. Looks like they just missed the bus. What is the time on that? Frequency is 6 minutes. Okay. The rate is 8. Not so bad. Could be better, but we'll get some folks using it first. Ramp up. And in the meanwhile, let's get working. We've got residences mostly, it looks like, back here and then over on this side of town. And commercial districts kind of like right on this like main street. Name roads sort of thing. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm just like curious. I know in some things like guidelines, I can no, guess not. I wonder if they actually even have names in the game, because it is generating things like King Street, Bronze Road, Drive, Albert Road. I wonder if it's just generating those at random, or if it actually says like, well, this is Albert Road, so this is station name is Albert Road. My guess is that it's probably just picking them at random, and it doesn't actually keep track of street names. But I could be wrong. Right. No stops. Do it. Again, down at this end. be a good place to have one. About right there. Have it come up here. Then kind of feeling a stop right on the main road here. Be on this side though. Although at that point, if we're gonna be turning down this road here, might as well just put it on that street. And maybe one here. A good place to have it. I'll do a little loop around there. Kind of making me wonder if I should do a fifth stop in here and move this one over one street. Let's just start with this. Alright. Get a new line going. Start here. That way. That. And actually just go ahead and give it the same color. Gonna be passenger local. The road. Go ahead and set up a vehicle on that route. There we go. Man, like it's more expensive, it's louder, goes slower. I guess it's more powerful, so it can tackle hills a little easier. And it does have one extra capacity, but it's like, ugh. Yeah, it says traveled over longer distances. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Still, it's like, I don't know if it's really worth the upgrade. If it even can really be considered an upgrade. Now, for the last stage of my plan here, I'll be adding on a bus stop here and another one over here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up I actually want to step back. I'm gonna set them up a little bit differently here. I'm gonna go ahead and set this one up over here and set this one up over here. Alright. And why am I going to do that? Because I actually want to have them going around the inside of the street here. So they're making more right turns and in fact, in this case, no left turns. I'm going to give it that same green color because this is going to be part of, honestly, we're going to call it local. These towns are so interlocked, intertwined that they might as well be like one and the same. And hey there, Ferris. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? We're getting some public transportation set up between Nowich and Yeswich. And I was just explaining that the two towns are so close to each other that they basically might as well be the same town. Maybe which line? I like that actually. Done. And you're doing all right. Well, that is good to hear. Glad to have you on the stream tonight. And imagine if you've just joined, then you probably missed. I was showing off at the beginning some of the detailing work I did at some of these train stations. So made them look a bit more lively than they did on the last stream. And we'll take a look at the other one too. Just put some cargo about, put some empty train cars. This one even, we've got a little bit of service to the locomotives. So, to do, still on my to-do list, of course, is Mouville. But I'll get to that at some point. Though I did find a mod to add ground level station entrances, so at least that visual is updated, and there's no longer like steps leading to nowhere like there was before. And of course, I've put those in the the mod list. It's down in the description. So I have added a few things since last time, but it is all up to date in that mod list. So if anyone watching wants to be playing with the same things I'm playing with here, just check out that list and it'll get you right on your way. Take a look here at the destinations layer again. See if anybody's using the public transit. Looks like we've got a little bit of use going on here. Just a little. But we do have some folks lining up at these stations. How full is this one? Oh, we've got a full load here, actually. Pretty cool. And a private vehicle popping into existence. Stopping our bus. How dare they? I'm hoping that with the introduction of this maybe witch line, that we'll see some more activity on either side of the river here. Ooh, you know, I just noticed there's also oil refinery here. I could ship oil. Ooh, can this carry oil actually? Let's take a look at what these ships can carry. This one can carry all. This one cannot carry oil. But this one can. When is the end date for this? We've still got quite some time here. So I could be carrying oil down from Yeswich Oil Refinery down the river here to the chemical plant, and then carrying plastic back up to goods factory. That seems like a viable way to go. Although this is a pretty far distance, so I think I might want to do that by train. But I might have enough resources now to go ahead and do that. Alright, let's do it. Figure out here how I want this to look. I think I want to come around the side of this mountain here, just like so. And you know what, maybe I should start at this end. Take a look at the ground here. I think a little bit of a hill here, a little cliff. Take a look at these buildings. Cargo. No. Looking for. Where have they gone? Oh, is this freight classification yard? Modular yard station for cargo. Is that the one I'm looking for? I think that's the one I'm looking for. I don't know why that took me by a bit of a surprise there. Yeah, it must be, no main building. Visual establish. I think I want to do something other than pavement. Maybe. Thinking concrete for refinery. Although, you know what? Gravel might actually be the way to go here. Alright, let's turn overlay. Look at what we're doing here. Up here, although it's going to be not really going to connect the road up there. Like 10 to 20, like here, so that's going to be a bit of a steep climb. Might be able to do something a little bit fancy for that. Take a look. Actually, I do kind of want it to be up here, maybe. Okay, I could also bring it down here. Get it here. It's actually pretty flat down here. Might make for a nice little like harbor scene. The station behind the harbor that we'll eventually build here. Let's try something like this. Fingers crossed that I line this up properly and it's able to connect. Oh, I might actually need to be closer to the oil refinery here. So the connection is going to go in at the end. Let's aim to not put things at right angles. That's secret. I guess it's not really a secret, but it's a tip I learned from model railroading. So the fewer things you have at right angles, more natural it looks. Yes, that's what I like to see. So we've got it connected up here. And looks like it was a good choice for the gravel. There's also gravel right in here as part of the oil refinery. So I guess I have more detailing work ahead of me at some point. But for now, let's work on the functionality. go ahead and start, come back and update with some speed limits. So we'll do that a bit later. I have this, so let's actually make this first one flat. We can start climbing up this hill. If I can, I want to stick to this gentle gradient. From 5, so a rise of about 15. Looks like it's going to get pretty steep over here. Maybe come around the outside. Looks a little less steep. We are getting a bit of a here. What is 35? 27. Yeah, it looks like we'll actually be able to cross this road just fine. Actually, bring this back just a little bit. So we've got enough space to get through here. Does kind of a little bit for the crossing grade. That's where we're going to start cutting into the ground. That's okay though. And it makes me wonder if it wouldn't be a bad idea to we have these a little bit further towards the right, and we can do a bit of a overpass underpass kind of thing here. It's not gonna do it by default. I can just hop out here and delete that road. Come back to it in a moment. For right now, I'm gonna build Little wiggle in the track here. Yeah, something like that. And let's hop over to the roads. Grab this dirt lane highway. We can. There we go. Visible bridge. Steel bridge. Get one. Doesn't look. That's no. It would let us build it. Well, I guess it technically works. I don't quite like the way that it's looking there. I'm gonna just take this and make it a little flatter here, give it some space to breathe. Maybe put those pillars down somewhere that is not on top of the tracks. Okay, maybe something like that. Yeah, that's looking a little better. Really just wants that pillar right there. Because I think that would be ideal. Oh, you know what? Can I do... I don't want it to all be a bridge, though. Shortest bridge I can get. That is. Perhaps if I take this side back a little bit more. Ah, there we go. That's more what I'm looking for. Although it is pretty close on this side, but it looks like plenty of room. Do it. Here we go. Alright. Back to laying rail. It's going to be a limiting factor if we ever want to double track this. Sometimes limits are what feeds creativity, so I am okay with that. Like the oh yeah, there's this this contour hidden by the trees here. Because in fact, I actually don't want this one to be flat. Instead, I would rather have it continue going up to get a bit more gradual of a an incline here. So we will be cutting into the ground here, it looks like. That is okay. Right, we're just gonna be following this road along way here. I think it's taken a fairly actually, it looks like we've leveled up quite that much. And it is tough to see these contours underneath the trees. Ah yes, the road condition of vehicle 98. That is the one thing on the forefront of my mind right now. I'll be right back. Alright, I was just checking in with my boyfriend there. Apparently he has burned the soup.
You can't tell the internet.
Now the internet knows.
Oh my god.
And apparently this is not the first time it's happened. Yes, burned soup. What has soup ever done to you? Fed you? So cool. too bad. That one looks a bit, quite a bit modern. I'm certainly looking forward to the using some of these other ones in the future. And here, let's look at actually a little bit. Go ahead and like 112, 114. I'm gonna be going right back to it on the other side. Time one. And I think I want little that drives up the price. It's worth it for the looks. Actually, any other options that we have with that. Okay, well, we've got this weird looking about 125 meters, and it looks like we will be descending here soon. And ultimately we're aiming for like 105-ish. Again, it might be time to start descending. Well, we're definitely not using that bridge. Looks like we do actually have quite a steep drop here. Perhaps I can take it over this way. Yeah, but if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna want to actually go ahead and remove that last section. We'll have it hook more to the right here. We're looking at here, I think we've got a little bit, it's hard to tell. I actually think, let me see if I can do this without creating a crossing. It is complaining about vision. I'm wondering if I bring it up a little ways and then have it do somewhere. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Ends here a little bit, so go. I think I'm gonna give out. Oop, there it is. Oh, that looks good enough for me. Actually, you know what? I can... Oops, that is not what I meant to do. I can make the bridge level. Then I might actually see if I can get this a little closer here. Ah, there we go. Something about like let's give it a little extra room side. I don't want two pillars. I do like the spacing I get there. Do that, and let's start heading down again. is that is just what we get over here. Not so bad. Bit of an awkward change there. But we could do one of these. Or we could also just do no bridge. Honestly, why? Oh, I think I know. So I'm running a mod that sets the landscaping costs to 0, and I thought that was just going to mean the landscaping tool, but apparently it also applies to landscaping for like this and like cutting a hole in a mountain. All kinds of stuff. Theoretically, the bridge should cost less. Like if it's giving you the option to use the bridge, it should cost less than the landscape. That's been my experience anyway. Well, with the unmodded version of the game. Right, it is getting to be time that I'm going to have to decide what to do with the station. Let's see. That should do. Flat. I'm gonna like one here. Bring this out the other way a little bit. Like a little bit of a hill here. These hills hiding underneath the trees. This around. Again, pretty good spot on the back here. Back is further again, maybe. Of course, we're leaving enough room here. close here. Fingers crossed. Looks a little weird, but not too bad. All right. Grab some more tracks here. Do directly. Too bad. Actually gonna go ahead and that. We're going to be working with this vanilla track. Go ahead. We keep that track level. And I'm thinking somewhere here. I'm gonna want to make a little like engine yard. And it's gonna double as Y. Why? Well, because I said be here. I kind of zigzag it a little bit around some of these trees. Do something about like see if that works. I'm gonna go ahead and add one of these. Let's do no cantery, no street connection. And then grab some more tracks. I like that tree, so I'd like to keep it around. See if we can this flat for starters. And we will have it rise up slowly with the rest. This. I am liking the look of this. I want to kind of try to hit the tangent here if I can. Something like that. All right. Get the sense though this may not be long enough. Take a look here. We're at, yeah, it's only about 100 meters. So lower here. Okay. Go for something like you. Oh. Dirt. Save that. You can always make it bigger. Making sure we at least have enough room for a full train. Go ahead and add tracks here. Some depot tracks. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Let's go off. Or maybe more so like that. That looks pretty good. That from can always adjust it in here. right. Let's add a new line. Gonna be picking up oil from here, crude oil. Gonna be dropping it out here. Gonna be doing a little switcheroo here. I'll have to rename that station. And it does look like I need to be adding a waypoint over here. I can do that as a signal. Oh, interesting. These actually as waypoint. Oh, these are actually signals. Huh. Interesting. Actually, like the height of say it there. I don't think that alone, yeah, that's not going to change the route, but that will. While we're here, we will say we're loading up on crude. And down yonder, we are unloading crude. We're going to say wait here for a full load. And we'll wait indefinitely for that. Alright, we're working with oil here, so give it dark color. So this will eventually make plastics. Gonna eventually feed into plastic, so let's instead give it a darker purple color. Darker still. Not that dark. Good enough. Trying to see. Lighten it up a little bit. That is looking good. Alright, let's name this line. It's gonna be freight. It's going to be I guess we'll call it oil crude. I don't know. I may refine that name future. For now, that'll do. Alright, let's get a train on it. See, we've got some options here. We do not, looks like we do not yet have any 060s that are not cabless. We do have these 042s, which look kind of cool. I don't think I can, yeah, that's gonna close everything. I wish I could, like, I guess I can make it a bit taller here. I'd like to see some of the specs on these being built into the underside of the line. I never realized that. branch lines or shunt. Well, this is only heading in one direction though. So, could use one with a tender. Add and then bank card. Pretty reasonable. Let's get started with that. So we take it for a spin. Gonna look for a good view here. Kinda like this one's bad. Maybe with a little tweaking here. Get something quite nice. Nice wheeling going on there. Maybe they're talking about like, oh yes, mighty weather we're having today. Do we need to touch any of these controls? Nah, we just need to stand here with our arms at our side. We'll look about, take in some of the scenery. Train drives itself. Oh, it's one of those new fancy trains that drives itself. Self-driving trains. Back in my day, we used to have to drive them ourselves. I don't know. Speaking of self-driving vehicles, though, my boyfriend and I were listening to an audiobook earlier today about advancements in automation and how that is and will continue to affect the job markets and stuff like that. So, pretty interesting thing to listen to. I'll have to remember. Hopefully, I'll remember and I can pop in a link to it in the replay. Already. Well, there is plenty of oil here waiting for it. Taking a look at some of the what do you call it? We'll look at the books and seeing what's going on with the company. Looks like profits are rolling in fairly steadily. There's this big investment here for purchasing this train. Hopefully we will see some profits come in from it pretty soon. Well, I think you can actually hear the wheels of the wagons wheeling as it goes around some of these tighter bends. Alright, but that's enough of that. Let's take a look and see how other things are doing. We have people waiting. Lots of people waiting for this maybe which line. Let's get a second vehicle going here. Looks like we've got a through rate of 15 and may actually need more. Looks like I'm seeing like 50s, 60s, something around there. I don't know if that is the way to be reading that or not. But let's get some extra vehicles on here. Looks like these lines are doing perhaps okay with a single vehicle, but let's go ahead and double it up to 2. And looks like we might need to do the same or even more than that on this side. Speaking of which, I did not upgrade the maintenance on these vehicles, but I did remember to do it on this side, so that's good. What is our throughput here? Jaden, hello and welcome to the stream. Go ahead and well, I think I'll wait for the money to stabilize a little bit here. Yeah, this train has not yet reached the station because it's got a pretty good long way to go there. But it is probably time to start working on a harbor here. Something like that should do. Get it hooked up here. Perhaps with some do that. Have some ideas for detailing to do. Okay, so while I get prepared for that. And Jaden, we are banding the business, and we've installed a rail line to deliver some crude oil down to this oil refinery. We'll be setting up some basically a supply run to start supplying this goods factory with plastic. This is the ultimate goal. Don't know why it wants that particular angle. The worst thing in the world. Oh, parallel. Okay. Fine. Oh, that is shadow. Bird. Stay over here. Alright, and that does connect, so that is good. Make sure that this has worked. Yep. Train has backed up over here, and now it'll head on out again. And yes, Jay, I did get a new train. I think it'll probably be a good idea to get a second train running on this eventually. What train is this? This is one of the 040 tender locomotives. It's from one of the mods. I think they're called like Small British Steamers or something like that. Generic early British engines. Alright, so we've got one harbor set up. Oh, this does not look good. Please hold. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, that is no good. Yeah, that has really impacted supply lines here. take a look at that. This is food to Clifton. Has a rate of 54. And, well, it's not being sent anything right now. But we can change that. And by we can change that, I mean it will eventually send things again once this traffic problem gets resolved. I think one of the things that we're going to need to do here is change this line to only wait for a particular amount of time. Yeah. All right, hopefully that is crisis averted. Somehow that is having little impact on the traffic. Now, I'm thinking this is probably going to creep back up as these trucks, again, trucks in sarcasm quotes, they're actually making their way around the route. And catch you next time, Jay. Saw your messages. We should be able to set up a line going from this harbor on down to this harbor. I'll give it that. I think it was not quite that dark. Yep, that's the one. And we're gonna wait for a full load over here. That's oil that we're gonna be loading. We'll be unloading at the other end. And we're gonna load plastic there. It's gonna be unlimited. It's gonna be freight. It's gonna be plastic from oil. It's a boat. Well, let's get a boat on it then. Take your time, autosave. There we go. Right. And also know that up a harbor over here. And actually, it'd be better to set it up like over here. Get a truck route running back and forth, doing the last mile delivery. Alternatively, I could just put it over here and good running. So that's a pretty stank right there. This actually is a pretty nice area to build a harbor. Quite close enough on its own. It's like just barely not close enough. We'll go ahead and set up a small little cargo terminal here. Area is maybe quite as flat as I thought it was. This thing, and having it come around back like so. Informative as the contours are, sometimes can be hard to see exactly how the ground is being affected. Here. It's just quite low for some. right. I don't know. I don't really want to do this, but I'm curious to about this sharp exit. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm gonna need somewhere we'll highlight the connections. Make sure that the two terminals are connected. I think. I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure if that's how that works. Kind of a nice look. I don't know. You can always come back and fiddle with this later. Like, these passengers are getting transported over here. So a lot of people waiting on this side. The maybe which line. There's gonna be a boat with... Oh, it went to the wrong port. That is sad. At least, hopefully, there's fuel waiting for, or not fuel, but oil waiting for it here. Smoothing out things here a little bit. Let's see if we can get this route set up. Oh, you know what? It's gonna need another. Good truck. Good on this side. let's do a connection here like this. I can't hate it this. There's a mess of road types. Alright. Pretty cute. Back again. I'll be making that same purple color. Picking up oil, down plastic, doing the reverse at the other end. And call this freight. Some oil. It is road. And a bit far, but we'll go ahead and buy some. Buy 2 of them. Okay. A little across the way here. Find somewhere here. There's a ship. Aha! It has oil. Look at this line. Oh, look at that. It's actually right past here. So it will have it come back past here again. And this time, it will be unloading some plastic. You know, I think I messed something up with this line. Yep. This is gonna be goods from plastic. That's how that's gonna work. To be quite honest, this is gonna be goods from plastic from oil. And really, this is all feeding into goods. That is the wrong way to put that arrow. Let's give that a shot. We've got a train, we've got a road, we've got boat. Seems good. but this one, this is the part that I didn't reconfigure just yet. Yeah, we're going to be wanting to load plastic here and unload goods. And of course, we'll be loading goods at the other end and unloading plastic. That's the way it should be. Let's go ahead and give some of these slightly different names. Clifton Port sounds good enough for this one. But then we're going to go ahead and call this Clifton Port as well. And instead of being sidings, this will be a goods factory. In fact, I should update the name of a number of these. We've got Nowich Port. Yeswich Port is way out here, which is more or less okay. This is, though, of course, Yeswich Y. And this is Yeswich Oil Refinery with a Y. The Boulder Pass Oil Well. And that, I think, is going to be it for now. I think we've got our Rapids Port, our Rapids, is this actually to the west? I don't know. I don't really know which way is north, which way is south. I've kind of been thinking that, like, this was north, but I guess that would make it south. I'm gonna call it something else, but I'm not sure what to name it just yet. I don't know. Like that or something. Doesn't really make sense. Port number 2. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can come up with a better name for that at some point. Looks like the train is still running its way down here. We've got some vehicles moving around here. I think perhaps I will go ahead and say wait for full load here. Honestly, this is a pretty short route, so waiting for an unlimited amount of time is probably okay. Where is that ship with the oil? That one's got coffee, that one's got bread. I've lost it. Gone. Gone forever. Oh, why are you coming back? Okay, that was weird. Ugh. right along with it here from them. And I think this is where we'll wrap up for tonight. So I'll go ahead and we'll do a ride along with the ship as it heads down towards the Far Rapids port that we just built, and then we'll call it quits for tonight. But I would like to thank everyone who's here for joining me tonight, and do be sure to give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the stream, and do subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will catch you all in the next one. Later.